not the most made up today, but I was really excited to make this video because I actually just found out about this, so you guys are just gonna have to forgive my bland appearance. So just yesterday, at least as of filming this video, I just found out online that Ulta Beauty, this beauty store, kind of like Sally Beauty Supply, have you ever heard of that? A little bit like that, only it's kind of like Sally Beauty Supply on crack. It's like more pumped up, more products and stuff. Anyway, Ulta Beauty is now selling a couple different Lisa Frank nail polishes and Lisa Frank nail wraps. Now, I'm not huge on nail polish. I'll wear it from time to time, but more often than not, even with a good top coat, I find that it flakes off or it doesn't stay. And I know it's not gonna stay forever anyway, but if you're really lucky, and you do a great job, it might last you like 2 weeks. But I just don't have the patience to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. So if it starts to chip off or something like that, I'm usually just like, okay, whatever. I have tried nail wraps once before and they were okay. They kind of looked fake, like it was obvious that I was using nail wraps. And yes, I do think I applied them correctly. I just think the nail wraps weren't great. To digress for a minute, I was a huge Lisa Frank fan growing up. I had, Trapper Keepers and lunch boxes, and I remember one Easter I got all kinds of Lisa Frank stuff, like a puzzle and pencils and all kinds of stuff. I love Lisa Frank. I loved her artwork. I don't love every single one of the designs. They're not all for me, but for the most part, yes, I'm definitely a Lisa Frank fan. I grew up with it. I love the designs. I love rainbow colors. I love multiple colors. Huge Lisa Frank fan. So when I found out that they were having nail wraps and nail polish, I was definitely curious. So I went on the Ulta Beauty website and looked it up and saw the different types of nail wraps they have and different types of nail polish. And I will try to include a picture in this video just so you can see. Feel free to check it out yourself. Now, there isn't a huge selection. I don't know if it's because it's new or because they're testing it out to see if people are going to buy it, and then if it's successful, maybe they'll do more. I have no idea. But all I knew was that I discovered this last night and I really wanted to try it out. And then as I was in the store buying them, I thought it might make a cool video, especially where Lisa Frank is something that, as you heard, I really loved and enjoyed growing up. So there's 2 nail polishes that they're selling, and then there's 2 sets of 3 polishes that are just color, and I decided not to get those because they're kind of neon colors, which is fine, but they really weren't for me. But they also sell 3 different types of nail wraps. One is their typical unicorn and rainbows design. One was actually 4 nail wraps. That was one. One was their alien design, which, was fine if you like it. It's not for me. I wasn't as crazy about that one. One is a leopard design that's rainbowy in color, and one is like a tiger design with tiger stripes and a little tiger design. I'm actually going to Disney World in December with my husband for our 10th wedding anniversary, just him and me. In-laws are watching the kids. We will take them when they're older, but I digress. So, since we'll be staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, maybe if I can still find them when they're still selling them, I might actually get the leopard ones, in honor of like the leopard, the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and no, they don't have leopards there, but still, just with everything, I just thought that would be kind of apropos. So I may try that one at a later date, but I really wanted to try the unicorn and rainbows one because that one was one of my favorite ones growing up. Them and the ballerina bunnies. And so that one was absolutely nostalgic for me. The other thing I got was one of the nail polishes. They had one of them is like a glittery top coat. You know, it's kind of like holographic. It was very pretty, but to me it looked a lot like a lot of other holographic top coats out there. So I was hesitant to try that one first. The other one is a confetti top coat, which I'll show you in just a second. And yes, there's also a lot of confetti top coats out there, but I like that one a little bit better than the holographic glittery one. So I tried the confetti nail polish to see what that was like. So give me 1 second and I will show you the bottle and we'll talk about that. Alright, so here is the Lisa Frank nail polish bottle. As you can see, it is very much indeed from Lisa Frank. And, well really, at least I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. If I'm wrong, forgive me. Lisa Frank hits the spot. With Spotty and Dotty, there are rainbow Dalmatians on it. And as you can see, the bottle has tons of rainbow colors. It has a rainbow cap that's like, plasticky, so you could take that off. I'm gonna leave that on because it doesn't affect me opening it. And like I said, I love rainbows anyway, so, definitely love all the colors on the bottle. And even when this nail polish is no longer good anymore, someday I may just keep the bottle because I just love everything about the bottle. I think it's really cool. And normally I don't like keeping, junk, especially when it's all used up. But like I said, big Lisa Frank fan. I love it. So that's the outside. And as you can see, this color is kind of a confetti-ish color. I'm going to show it on my nails in just a minute. It is called Hits the Spot. And so I decided to give this one a try. And before I do that, I will show you the other thing that I bought. I'm not going to show you guys me polishing all my fingers because I'm not going to make you watch me as I do every single one of my fingers, but I will show you on my thumb, pardon my nails, just how it looks. I know my nails are very unmanicured, I apologize, but as you can see, I'll kind of try to show you what it looks like without spilling on the bedspread. As you can see, there's a lot of glitter, and it's not going to be like a total cover unless you do multiple coats, but I will show you, just to get excess off, what it will look like on my thumb. So I probably will do a couple coats of this, not just one, but this is one of those polishes that you could do by itself, or you could do over like another solid color. And as you can see, it's actually really cute. A nice amount of little glitter. There are some nail polishes where, they're kind of flakies like this, or they have glitter or confetti in them, and it looks like there's maybe like 3 tiny little pieces of glitter and it doesn't spread very well. This has a pretty good amount on it, to be fair, and this is only 1 coat, so if I did a second coat, I'm sure that it would look pretty well covered. I'm not the kind of person that goes really all out on nail polish, I'll tell you right now, and by that I mean I don't usually do like a dehydrator on my nails and a base coat and the main coat and the top coat. If I was doing a really great job with my nails, yes, I would, but I don't have the time for that, and even when I have the time, I don't have the patience, so I usually do not, go all out and take as great a care with my polish as I should. So I'm just letting you know so that, I don't want you to think that I did the whole 10 yards, so that if something happens with this polish, I'm just letting you know ahead of time that I probably will not use a top coat with this particular trial. I will not use it over another color. If you want to try that, by all means, go right ahead. But this is just so I can see, how it looks like by itself. But I am going to try another coat when this dries, and I will show you how it looks. So here is 2 coats of the polish on all of my fingers. As you can see, it turned out fairly nicely. It's not like I really had to drench the nail with the polish to try and get the glitter. I did use the brush to kind of spread it out as much as I could so it wouldn't be in one spot. And I do kind of like on this nail, don't know if you can see it, there's actually a little star on there. So there's little stars in the glitter too, which is also kind of cool. So my apologies for my polishing skills. I will never be a manicurist, but as an average person, you can see how the polish looks on the nails of someone who is not a professional, who is just someone who wanted to try it out. And it's really cute. I like the different colors. I like the rainbowy shades to it. It's not like it's like all the colors of the rainbow, but you know, still very cute if you just wanted a little splash of color on your fingers. If I didn't know this was Lisa Frank, I don't know if I'd guess that this was a Lisa Frank polish. I mean, yes, there's lots of colors, but for whatever reason, I just wouldn't immediately equate this with Lisa Frank necessarily. But still very nice. I guess it's because Lisa Frank really uses all the colors of the rainbow in almost every single thing she does, regardless of the design. And as you can see, these are very colorful, but it's not like it's a lot of the same designs. It's a lot of neons and that bright blue color, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that I was hoping it would be, you know, maybe a tiny bit more rainbowy somehow. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being unfair. I don't know totally what I was expecting. But at any rate, so this is what it looks like with 2 coats, at least how I did it. I do like how there's both like little confetti bits and there's little glitter bits, so it's not just like one or the other. It's almost like the little glitter bits kind of fill in where there isn't confetti, so that way it doesn't look like there's like huge gaps or something like that. And I realized there's a little confetti bit right there. I'm just gonna push over a tiny bit. But yeah, so this is what the nail polish looks like. Overall, I think it's really pretty. Do I think it's worth, I believe it was $11 a bottle? I mean, sometimes you get what you pay for, and if you want better polish, sometimes you have to pay a little bit more for it, and if you get like $1 polish, sometimes it's not going to be the best. So, you know, there really will be like a test of time to see if it flakes, if it sticks around for a long time. I've had nail polish that, like, if I accidentally hit my nail like on like a desk or something like that, it almost the whole nail immediately like just flakes off in one layer, and I'm like, okay, well, there goes that. So I don't know how long this will last or how durable it will be without a top coat or much preparation, but we will see. So initial impression is that I like this polish. I don't know initially if I would buy it again for $11 because it's pretty. I don't know if it's $11 pretty, and maybe I'm just tight with a nickel. I don't know. But so this is what it looks like, and I will let you guys know how long it lasts, how long it sticks around, and kind of my final impression of it in a few days. So there's that. And once I finish this, I'll try the nail wraps next. So it's not going to be a day for me, but it will hopefully be instant for you guys watching this video. So next part of the video will be me discussing what my final impressions are, and for you guys that should be right about now. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this part short because off camera my baby is actually sleeping right now, and it will be time for me to go to bed soon myself at the time of taping this video. But to let you know, I did try the unicorn nail wraps by Lisa Frank. I'll hold these up so you can see those a little bit better. Apologize if the camera is a little blurry. I'm using my web camera for this part on my laptop. But the Lisa Frank stickers, the unicorn ones, the nail wraps, excuse me, are actually very cute. I did cut them a bit to fit my nail because these are longer than I usually keep them. If you can tell, I like to keep my nails typically short. Some people go for long nails. I'm not one of them. I like short nails. I don't like having to fight to grip stuff and etc. But at any rate, here is the back of the nail package in case anyone was curious. It looks backwards to me as I'm filming this, so I will try to reverse that when I change it. But the design is very cute. I thought it was very nice and very colorful, and I liked it a lot. I did take a picture of what the nails looked like right as soon as I put them on, and what they look like about 2 weeks later. That's how long they lasted before they started to, I don't want to say chip because they're wraps. They weren't really chipping, but they were starting to kind of wear away, which you'll see in the picture after about 2 weeks. And I probably could have left them on longer until they really started to wear away, because at 2 weeks they were starting to wear away at the tip a little bit, and I think one of them had come a little loose and had almost fallen off. But for 2 weeks, that's not too shabby, really. I've never had nail polish that lasted 2 weeks. I've tried gel color, and I don't think it lasted quite 2 weeks, maybe